It's Madden NFL 24, where division rivals will clash in the AFC West. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos, and it's coming up next.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Denver Broncos. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now, Charles, you and I, we've done a lot of games together. Always seems like we're rehashing the same storylines. Turnovers, of course, always a big story. Quarterback play, running backs, yada, yada, yada. But getting ready for this one word kept coming to mind, and that's preparation.
Well, it's critical to be prepared. Physically, mentally. When you think about getting ready for an NFL game, you have to wonder, what will they throw at us that maybe we haven't seen before? 2-minute drill, maybe different things like that. Got to be prepared. You're exactly right.
We go from Denver. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback at 6'2" out of Auburn. It's Jarrett Stidham.
For a brief time, he was thought to be a possible successor to Tom Brady while he was still in New England, but that didn't materialize. But opportunity may still knock for him to start in the NFL today. Definitely has the arm and mobility to make plays against NFL defenses. All he needs now is consistency.
On first down, Stidham finding his big receiver Patrick over the middle. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Now Stidham on second down. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd down at 6. Now it's Stidham. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
About 3 yards there to the 27. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. We're scoreless after one. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. As they've got it as we resume action. Stidham sets to throw on first. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Patrick. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
In motion left goes a tight end. On 2nd down, Williams. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Now Stidham. From 8 yards out. And the Broncos post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And a great Dulcich touchdown reception finished that drive off. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air. There's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And his task in this situation is making sure that his team knows that there's a sense of urgency, yet somehow still stays calm. Because your natural impulse, your first possession is not until the second quarter, is you got to attack right away. Throw something big at them right away. Yeah, you got to move the ball, but maybe be a little bit careful in doing so.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Mahomes now, the option right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
This now a 3rd and 4. Now here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Taken in at the 22. 43 yards on the punt. Return of 4. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Jarrett Stidham ready to pilot this offense again. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of the route, too.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. At that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Stidham. And his throw here is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a give up the middle to Williams. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Waiting on it will be Richie James. That's taken on the 25. And powering through at the 35. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Over the middle, complete. It's Rice. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They go play fake. Mahomes. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 28. They got 29 yards that time. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room. Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome everyone to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. We were treated to a good first half of football by Jarrett Stidham. He has a touchdown pass, and that amounted to the only touchdown of the game for either team thus far.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead. Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it. Mahomes now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. And second down. This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Aaron Browning able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. So now look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. In motion goes Patrick. Now Stidham on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Here's Stidham to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
2nd down, Stidham to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now 3rd down and 7. Stidham. Sideline falls incomplete.
1 1st down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going. The Chiefs offense ready to go again. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball. Welcome back to Empower Field at Mile High. It's the Chiefs in control of the football as we take you back to the action in the third quarter. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before.
The yard there on 3rd.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. It's fielded at the 45. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. Couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Now we give up the middle to Williams. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but works apart.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have the Broncos first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Well, probably none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together, 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Stidham. Timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Now an option play on 2nd down. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Let's go now. Let's go. Hey, what we got? Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Stidham to throw it. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. This will get the lead up to 7. The kick by Lutz is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do and kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs, trailing 10-3. A little over a minute to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45.
Just a critical breakdown defensively turns this into a huge play. And now you've got to get up to the ball and get moving.
Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Clock at 30 seconds. 2nd and 10. Mahomes to throw it. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Mahomes. This is going to be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's going to be batted down. We'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos will take over on downs. This should be the final piece to the puzzle as Stidham goes down to a knee. Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other, and they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.